You ever look at some people? They're just full of energy, even as they get older, and you wonder, what's their secret? Well, it might not be some crazy genetic lottery. It could be something super simple. A few daily habits that most of us completely overlook, but that make a huge difference for long-term health.
So let me ask you this. Is your daily routine secretly harming you? I mean, we all have our routines, right? Things we've done for decades without a second thought, just assuming we're on the right track. But what if I told you there are some major blind spots in those routines, ones that could have some pretty serious consequences later on?
Okay, so today we're diving into 5 of these hidden hygiene habits. Seriously, most people have no idea about them. And the best part? They take just minutes a day, but the payoff is huge. We're talking more energy, better circulation. I mean, this stuff is genuinely life-changing.
All right, let's kick things off with a spot that's going to surprise you, your tongue. Yeah, your tongue. Think of it like a shag carpet in your mouth that's just collecting gunk all day, every day. And if you're not cleaning it properly, it becomes this massive breeding ground for bacteria that can affect your entire body.
Now you might be thinking, hey, I brush my tongue, and that's great, but it's not enough. Brushing kind of just pushes the bacteria around. A tongue scraper, though, that's a whole different ballgame. It's designed to literally scrape off and remove that entire film of gross stuff, the bacteria, the dead cells, all of it. It gets right to the source of bad breath. And it's so easy to do. You just take the scraper, start at the back of your tongue, and gently pull it forward. No need to press down hard. Just do that maybe 3 or 4 times, wipe the gunk off the scraper each time, and give your mouth a rinse. The absolute best time to do it, right when you wake up, before you eat or drink anything. Get all that overnight buildup out of there.
And the rewards? They're huge. Food starts to taste better, you're giving your immune system a break, and that persistent bad breath, gone. I mean, check out this story about Theodore. He's 71, and he'd been struggling with bad breath for years. He starts tongue scraping, and in just 2 weeks, poof, it's gone. His confidence shot through the roof. It's amazing what a tiny little change can do.
Okay, moving on to habit number 2. Let's talk about the foundation of your entire body, your feet. I mean, think about it. They hold you up all day, keep you balanced, help you move, and yet, for most of us, taking care of them is a total afterthought.
You know, Dr. Emma Harris, a geriatric specialist, put it perfectly. She said your feet are like the foundation of a house. If that base is weak or starts to crumble, everything above it suffers. It's so true, right? Bad foot health can mess with your posture, your joints, even your heart.
And get this, a full quarter, 25% of all the bones in your entire body are in your feet. That's just wild. It really shows you how complex and important they are. And as we get older, circulation can slow down, and our feet are often the first place we see signs of trouble.
So the routine that makes all the difference is actually really simple. First, wash your feet every day and really get in between your toes where fungus loves to set up shop. But here's the step almost everyone misses: drying. You have to dry them completely, especially between the toes. Then, moisturize the tops and bottoms, but never between the toes. That can trap moisture and cause problems.
This simple little habit can solve some really stubborn issues. Take Thomas. He's 73. He had this nagging fungal infection for years. He started making sure he washed and thoroughly dried his feet every single night, and within weeks, the infection was gone. But what's even crazier is that his balance and his stability got way better too.
All right, habit number 3 takes us to a place we usually just associate with deodorant: our underarms. But there's so much more than that. They're actually a hidden gateway to your immune system, packed with lymph nodes that are crucial for flushing out toxins and fighting off infections.
Here's a great way to think about it. From an expert named Helen Carter. She says your underarms are like a natural drainage system. If that system gets clogged up with sweat, deodorant residue, and bacteria, your body can't get rid of waste properly, and over time, that can really put a strain on your immune system.
So what's the right way to clean them? We'll start with warm water to open up the pores. Use a gentle, fragrance-free soap, and when you wash, use a few different motions, circular, up and down, to really get things clean without causing irritation. Then, rinse like you mean it, get all that soap off, and pat the area completely dry before you even think about putting on deodorant.
This little routine helps prevent painful clogged pores, cuts down on irritation, and actually helps your body detoxify itself. There's this story about Olivia. She's 65, and she had these awful recurring rashes under her arms for years. Once she started this careful washing and rinsing method, they just disappeared.
So we've gone from detoxification to filtration.
Habit number 4 is all about breathing. Did you know we take something like 20,000 breaths every single day? But most of us aren't breathing nearly as well as we could be. Your nose is your body's main air filter, and keeping it clean is a game changer for sleep, energy, and your respiratory health.
And building a nasal care routine is way easier than it sounds. In the morning, a quick little spritz of saline spray can clear out all the allergens and gunk that built up overnight. Then in the evening, just breathing in the steam from a hot shower can help loosen things up and open your airways before you go to sleep. It's just these small, consistent things that keep your body's filter working like it should.
And the effect this has is just incredible. We're talking less congestion, deeper sleep, and way more energy. You know what? There's this guy, James, a 69-year-old retired construction worker. He had awful congestion for decades. He started this simple nasal routine and said it was like a switch flipped. He felt like he could finally breathe again. Just imagine that feeling.
Okay, here we are at our 5th and final habit, and this is the one that almost everybody forgets. It's a tiny little spot, but believe me, ignoring it can have a pretty noticeable impact on how fresh you feel and even on your skin health.
Yep, we're talking about your belly button. It's the small, deep little pocket where sweat, dead skin, and all sorts of bacteria can get trapped. And if you're not cleaning it out, that buildup can lead to some not-so-pleasant odors and even infections.
And taking care of it is beyond simple. Just use a washcloth or maybe a cotton swab with a little bit of mild soap and water and gently clean it out. Rinse it well, and then, just like with your feet, make sure it's totally dry. And of course, just keep an eye out for any warning signs, like if it stays red or there's any discharge. That might mean you need to see a doctor. And please, don't underestimate how much of a difference this can make. Jane, who's 78, had this faint, kind of musty smell that she just couldn't figure out. Turns out, it was her belly button. She started cleaning it every day, and the smell completely vanished. It's a tiny thing, but it made her feel so much fresher.
So there you have it, your 5-minute daily health upgrade. Scrape your tongue, take care of your feet, wash your underarms the right way, rinse your nose, and for goodness sake, don't forget your belly button. Each of these is such a small change, but the payoff for your long-term health and well-being is absolutely massive.
So, the big question is, which one of these powerful little habits are you going to start today? Just pick one. I promise, it can make a huge difference. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.